Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a Pz.Kpfw VII. It's the tier 10 German heavy, and it's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's being driven by Deadhedge of Philo. Yes, one of those players that you often come across and enjoy playing with. Now what can we tell you about the Pz.Kpfw VII? Well, it was the end of the Porsche Krupp line, and it was a super heavy tank designed by the Germans, but it never actually went into production, mainly because the Germans wanted heavy tanks, not super heavies, although they did design the Maus. But it's a rear mounted turret, front mounted gun. It has no bottom plate, weak point at the front, but it does have some weak points at the sides and rear. It's got a rounded turret, as you can see there, which is supposed to deflect the shells away. But it's one of those tanks which can be quite good if it was side scraping, because of the rear mounted turret. Now, Deadhedge is taking it right up to the centre of Prokhorovka. In fact, actually, he appears to be going over to the west side of the map. Now, he's got some company. That's useful. And T-54 over by the railway line. 705 beside him. And an Object 257 as well. And he's going to take a look. As I say, the Pz.Kpfw VII is not invulnerable to shells, but it's a pretty good tank. Now, he could use that wreck as something to protect himself on. We've got an E100 over on the west side. It looks like he's the other side of the road, so he's slightly in the dip. Mauschen coming up by the railway line with a T10. Okay, VK4502, and of course that's the tank that this one was developed from, I think, because that's also a rear-mounted German, and he gets a lovely hit there. So 566 hit points from that shot. Yeah, did that one hit? No, well that one bounced. Anyway, that was from the 704. He's got a 12.8 centimeter gun, which is basically the same as the one on the Scorpion, but this is tier 10. Okay, into the side of the Mauschen. Yeah, lovely hit there. 526 hit points. Good strike. Ouch. Well, that was Arty. 256 hit points, and the problem is, of course, he has been spotted, therefore he can be hit. If you don't want to be hit by Arty, don't get spotted by Arty, or don't get spotted by other people. And of course, a lot of Unicums still haven't learnt that lesson, which is why they still rag on Arty all the time, without justification. If they do want to be hit, you don't be seen, or at least you drive it in a place where you can't be fired upon. Okay, now, where's those tanks gone? There's the Mauschen. Oh, that one bounced. So he's got 1,000 hit points of damage, 1,500 of blocked, and 2,000, well, 1,700. Scratch that, he's now got 2,250 of bounce. Going for the turret. Nope, didn't get that through. And the Maushen's probably loaded, so it's wise to pull back. He's going for the turret. Almost loaded. Let's see if he can put it through. Delicate hands. Yeah. Oh no, that bounced off. And in fact, I thought I saw the tracer fly off in a different direction as a shell went careening off the Mauschen's turret. Okay, he's loaded. Going for the no. Go for the side of the turret. No, that one didn't go through. But he bounced the shell there from the Object 704. He's now up to 3,000 blocked shots. Go for that turret again. Oh, might be able to get it there, but that was the 704. Got it through this time. The Mauschen has been taken down. He was taken out by the Object 705. So, Deadhedge is headed to the railway line. He's down to 61% of his health. He might be able to get shots up on the hill from here. Oh, there's the E50. Yes, he can get a shot into him. Oh, lovely one. 582. Very nice. 1,600 damage now. And I think he's going to try and get a shot into that T-54, which looks like an AFK lame duck. And yes, he does. 577. Well, it's damage for old rope. And that FV-3805 is running for it as fast as he can, but he's been tracked. And this will be the end of him. Yep. 450 hit points. Overwhelmed him. He's out the game. Going for the lame duck again? I think so. Easy money. Lined him up perfectly. Wait for the reload. And yep. He got it. Now, Object 704, that's the guy who's been firing the shells into him. And here's a bit of a return the favour. 520 hit points. Unfortunately, he did take a hit there, but it went into the tracks. It was from the VII 1114, and he blocked a shot from him as well. 490. Object 268. Yes, that would be very nice. Oh, but he got the tracks. And that round came in from the 257 over by the hill. So he's going to have to change position. He doesn't want the 257 to put a round into him rather than bounce it off him. Ouch. That one hurt again. Also from the 257. Yeah, he's got a steel wall, but you really don't want to be hit by 257s repeatedly. He'll whittle you away. It's nearly 500 hit points every shot. So he's hiding his lower plate as much as he needs to. There's the 257. Fires around him, tracks him. So he's going to get some assistance here, because the 257 had to use his repair kit and he's backing away. Unfortunately, he's behind that house now. Can we get it? Oh, yes, we can. And he's been taken out. He was just about to fire. But, oh my God, look at the damage, actually. He's got a few bounces off the front, but it's that hole on the side that's the main problem. And he finishes off the VII 1114 there. And that's returning the favour for all those shots that came in. And he's got a 121 now. That's a tier 10. Oh, that was good. 503 again. He's now up to 4.6k damage. Can finish off this 704. No, he won't finish it off, but he will badly wound it. It's already got a shot through the turret. It's probably still there. It is. Oh, but he's taken a hit here from the 121. And he's now going to get a Spartan if he can survive the battle. He's now down to 7% of his health, and that was a ricochet, so that's another Spartan-worthy thing. Okay, back chat 25 ton and a 121. This is going to be awkward. Now that back chat hasn't got much in the way of health, though. That's the thing. He has got 5 rounds of HE. Could do an awful lot of damage to that back chat, but he is a Unicum player, that guy. And that 121's lined up on him. Oh, fires it in, but no, it was blocked. And so was the return fire from the 121. Now he can get the 121. He's side on. Yeah. Oh, and he's killed before we can get there, and that's the end of the battle. My God, that was hectic at the end. Always the worry with something like that, where somebody who's a Unicum player who's got even a light tank or a medium tank, and they can sit at the back in a hold down position and fire into you using APCR or something like that. And of course the Batchat was firing APCR even though it bounced, and obviously he could just end your game at that particular moment in time. So not nice, but he dealt with the situation, and luckily his teammates were able to come in and finish them off, especially the TVP T50, which was very helpful at the end. So let's have a look at the end of battle results, see how he got on. Oh my God, look at this. Well, he didn't get an ace tanker in that game. A really good game. I mean, the win 8 for that battle was 7138, and thanks to Salty Deadeye's replay site, because we can actually see what the win 8 is by looking at the replays on his site. But Deadhedge only got a first class tanker from that. So, as he says, somebody must be having really good games in order to for this only to be a first class. He did get a fire for effect for dealing more damage than the hit points of his vehicle. He managed to pick up a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive hits on the enemy. He got a shell proof for surviving more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a spotter's medal for spotting more than 1,000 hit points of damage caused by others. A duelist for damaging or finishing off 2 enemy vehicles that caused damage to him during the battle. A hand of God for surviving 4 separate hits from 4 separate enemies during the battle. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A Spartan medal because he survived a ricochet when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. The high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. A steel wall for surviving at least 11 hits and blocking damage of 1,000 hit points. And lastly, a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team and damaged at least 6 tanks, which was subsequently killed by other members of his team. So a really great job there. You can see the amount of effort he put into that battle, especially the fact that he was out in the center line almost most of the time, shooting at the enemy using that wreck as a shield, and was receiving fire from both sides of the battlefield. So he was right at the top of the table when it came to damage, naturally, because he got the high caliber, 5,777 hit points of damage altogether. He managed to get 3 kills, which puts him again right at the top of the table alongside the TVP-T50. And he also managed to get, well, second highest amount of XP, base XP of 1094. He was beaten by the Object 705, who managed to get slightly higher, very, very slightly higher. But it was a very good game all the same. He fired 20 rounds, got 18 direct hits, 11 penetrations. Just shows his accuracy there. He only missed 2 shots out of it. And I think those were on the Mauschen actually as well, where he accidentally missed. He did damage of 5,777 hit points, of which 4,327 were at more than 300 meters. He received 16 hits during that battle. 5 were penetrations, 11 were non-penetrations. And that just goes to show that the Panzerkampfwagen 7 is actually quite a tough vehicle. It can take the shots and bounce them. He blocked damage of 5,980 hit points. Incredible total. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles. He damaged 10 of the enemy, 2/3 of the enemy team, and killed 3 of them. And he did damage assistance of 4,514 hit points. So it just goes to show he was spotting so many of the enemy that his other teammates were having a lot of fun taking the shots and in safety and putting holes into the enemy. On a premium account, he earned 92,421 credits. He got 10,000 credits for the mission completion. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and remember he was using a lot of standard ammo, not premium ammo, so he actually took away 52,510 credits from a tier 10 battle. Normally in tier 10 battles you spend credits, not take home credits, because a lot of people tend to use premium ammo to get through the hulls of those tier 10 opponents. He also picked up 6 bonds for the awards he received, and he received 1,641 XP times 2 for the first victory, 821 for the mission completion, bringing up a total of 4,103 experience points altogether. So pretty good battle, I would say, but not an ace? Are you sure? God, that felt like an ace game. But congratulations, Deadhead. Good battle, and thanks very much for placing it on Salty Jedi's website so we can all see it in its glory. If you like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.